Oh, yeah. Knew I was wearing this shirt for a reason. So, what can I say about Wish? As you can probably tell, I love it. And I'm in the minority here. I've seen so many videos on YouTube about how the story is bad, or interesting plot points were dropped, or the fact that it would be better if there was a love interest, or evil Amaya. Videos praising Wish seem to happen once in every blue moon, so I suppose a blue moon's happening now? But I'm not just gonna say, oh, I like Wish, I like what I like, you know, like what a normal person would do. No. I'm going to go point by point to figure out definitively why I like Wish. This is the perfect use of my media studies A-level, and if anyone says otherwise, they are lying. Okay, so here's a list of things that you may like in the movie. The music, the characters, the nostalgia element, and the story. Hot take alert? I mean, this entire video is hot take alert, but you know, I like This Is the Thanks I Get. I like it quite a bit. Okay, now that that's out of the way and you can all leave your comments about, oh, how could you like it? It's a terrible villain song in comparison to the other ones. Believe me, trust me, I know. Although, saying that, do I actually like any of the villain songs? I mean, I kind of like Be Prepared, but that's all I can think of. Anyway, This Is the Thanks I Get. Do I like it because Chris Pine sung it? Maybe. Do I like it because it fits really well with Magnifico and his personality and shows off kind of his narcissistic tendencies and how he keeps on trying to justify to himself that what he's doing is actually the good thing, even when it's literally just his self-benefit? Probably. But that's enough of that one song, so let's just go on to all the others. Welcome to Roses. It's a fun, upbeat introduction song, even if it is very exposition-y, which, to be fair, is common in most first musical numbers. And it gives a bit of personality for Asha as she's really excited and eager to show these new tourists around her home. The chorus constantly gets stuck in my head, and I also performed it for my musical theatre exam. I wish I could actually show you a clip, but it wasn't recorded, so trust me, I did, and it went pretty well. I can't remember the exact score I got, but I got pretty high. Was that because of me or the song? At all costs. When I first listened to the song, I didn't really like it. I saw that there was a Magnifico and Asha duet and I built up all these expectations in my mind of what it could be, and then when it actually came out I was disappointed. Where have I heard that before? But I really like it now, after listening to it quite a lot when watching the movie, and I just let it grow on me. Also, I see it more as a lullaby. It sounds more lullaby-ish than the love song that some people make it out to be. This Wish. It's a beautiful song, it has a beautiful meaning, and is beautifully sung by Ariana DeBose, who is one of my favourite musical theatre performers. I want to cover it really bad, but I'm scared that I won't do it justice. I'm a Star. I didn't really like it at first, but now it's become my go-to song whenever I want to feel pumped up and excited about something. I also know that she's only in it for one line, but I really like Yvette Nicole Brown's singing voice. Who's looking shy? Bit of Elena of Avalor bias there, considering she voices Luna, but I like her voice, what can I say? I've already talked about This Is the Thanks I Get, so I'll go into knowing what I know now, which is 10 out of 10 song, my favourite from the movie. I also really like Queen Amaya's part, partially because it's the only one that I think I can confidently sing on any day, and also because I like Queen Amaya and Angelique Cabral's singing voice is amazing, and I kind of wish she had more singing lines, but I don't know if it would really fit with the plot, so I get it. This Wish reprise. It starts off and makes me depressed, and then it gets me hyped as heck for the finale of the movie, and I always have to sing along with the Asha wish at the end. So I make this wish. That was probably awful, I might cut it. If I didn't, you get some of my singing. I don't have my friend this time. I can't riff off of my friend. He is what makes these videos funny, because I have friend, but I no longer have friend, because friend is at work, I think, and I'm just spitballing to the camera. A wish worth making. It's technically not in the movie, it's in the credits, but I still really like it. I love Julia Michaels' singing voice, and even if it is my least favourite out of the soundtrack, it's still really beautiful, and it really hits the spot on some of those more sad moments that I have. Also, fun fact, Salva Sabino was originally meant to sing this song in the movie after he got his wish back from Asha, and then they cut it, which I kind of get because it wouldn't really fit with the pacing, but you know, The more you know. And that's my thoughts about the music. I wouldn't say it's like the best soundtrack in Disney history, which in my opinion would be The Lion King, but I still really enjoy it, and that's what matters, right? Starting off with our lead, Asha. I relate to her so much. I've seen people act confused as to why she's sometimes in the movie, God, I hate this word for what it's been used for now, quirky, and seems to be very grounded and rational the majority of the movie. I have a theory. A movie theory. Film theory. There is a theory. I was gonna say game theory, and then I was like, wait a second, film theory exists. Asha's quirky moments happen when she is giving a tour guide of roses to a bunch of new people during and before the interview of Magnifico, and also when she's hiding stuff from her friends. Is it so crazy to speculate that she, as she says herself, gets irrational and therefore more overactive when nervous? All the times when she's stressed about something is when she does something quote unquote quirky, and I'm very similar when I'm around new people. You might have been able to pick up on this video, but I am moving a lot. I am very expressive, and that's me when I'm with friends and also when I'm nervous about a new opportunity and talking to new people. Oh god, I relate to her so much. When I saw people confused about Asha's quirky moments compared to her in the rest of the movie, I myself got very confused because I thought that was just normal. But I guess it's not, and you know, everyone has different life experiences, so. I also have a headcanon that Asha is fully masking when she's doing Welcome to Roses and the tour guiding job, but you know, that's just a me thing. I'd be fine if people didn't agree. Now with our lead covered, we go to the villain, Mr. King Magnifico, who I thought was more prominent in this picture, but he's not. I think he does a really good job as a villain, while also still confusing me that people somehow think he's the good guy. I saw a post somewhere, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it is, but they said that Magnifico and the people who defend him argument essentially falls apart of what about the bad wishes, when yes, there can be, but emotions and life experiences can also either be good or bad, yet we don't just take them away because yes, while they may be hard at the time, they will eventually help us. Me with my FND, I would sometimes prefer it to be taken away, but also it's how I've improved myself and become more resilient. This feels really weird, I'm gassing myself up like I do. Anyway, just because they're bad, we don't take the things away. Maruki from Persona 5. Anyway, he builds up into this really large threat throughout the entire movie, and while he, in the movie, is always evil, he gets actually more dangerous towards the end and, you know, actually wanting to hurt people. But, you know, I enjoyed his presence on screen, even when he is threatening to hurt his wife. Speaking of which, Queen Amaya, my beloved! I love Amaya so much. While I relate to Asha, I really want to be as strong as Amaya is because I love her ability to, towards the end of the movie, see that she's in a toxic and abusive relationship and essentially just say, screw that, I'm out of here. Screw you guys, I'm going home. I also love the ending where she's shown more to be an active queen who actually cares about her citizens rather than her husband who just kind of sat up in his tower and let them, you know, let the peasants deal with their own things and leave me alone, whereas she's like, no, I'm gonna help you, here's how. Who else is there? Oh yeah, Star and Valentino. I really like Star. I liked him a lot more as this silent guide as opposed to essentially the genie Peter Pan-esque character that he would have been in his original concept art, and certainly more than a love interest. I also probably liked Star's character more because my friend absolutely adores Star and we're planning on cosplaying Queen Amaya and Star together. And Valentino was fine. He is certainly better than the other Valentino from Media I like, but that's not exactly a hard bar to pass now, is it? And since my enjoyment of Valentino entirely came from Alan Tudyk's delivery, I mentioned voice acting in the title card, didn't I? Despite being a voice actor myself, I can't really give much insight other than the fact that it was just really good. There are a couple of line deliveries I probably would have tweaked, but nothing that stood out to me as, oh, that's terrible. But I guess that you probably guessed that I'd already say that considering how I've been talking in this episode, so let's get on to the next bit. Nostalgia. I was discussing Wish with my partner, who I went to see Wish with, and they enjoyed it, but not as much as I did. And I asked them why they enjoyed it, and they said something along the lines of, I nearly teared up when the book opened because it reminded me of the Disney movies that I'd watched in the past. And it got me thinking as to whether that was one of the reasons why I liked Wish. I then went and asked my mum what I used to watch as a kid, and she said, and I quote, "You didn't have the attention span for movies. I think Tinkerbell was the first movie you watched the entire way through. That was when I was 5, and only because my friend got really into it." She also said you weren't into princesses at all. You liked the swords and the violence and the battles, and I tried to ask you to watch a Disney princess movie, but you just weren't interested. There's a plane. I don't know if you can hear the plane, but there's a plane going over our house. I don't like the plane. So I feel like I can cross nostalgia off the list. The only reason it's on here is because of what my partner said. I wanted to bring it up. And also the amount of references in the background and also the dialogue of the movie may be a reason that someone either loves it or hates it. Oh, like Marmite. But for me personally, that's not one of the reasons. Okay, backstory time. I'm not a Disney fanatic at all. As we just explained, I didn't really watch any Disney movies when I was really young other than Tinkerbell, and I didn't really keep up with any kind of Disney news about movies or things like that. Although I keep up more with it now, but that's really more for the media studies nerd in me who studied Disney for quite a while in my A-level. What the fuck? Anyway, so when I saw the Wish trailer, I thought, this looks interesting. I'm probably not going to actually watch it though. And then I heard this.
There is a traitor amongst us. Find Asha.
And that was genuinely what got me interested, as I love traitor characters, and betrayal, even if the betrayal is, for the good of the people, or only perceived by one character as said betrayal, I love it. And that's why I'm here today. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know, but I'm making this video, so it must mean something. The story of Wish is a brand new fairy tale, and I'm a sucker for fairy tales. I love Ever After High, Descendants, actually no, wait, no, I didn't actually like that one. But still, the fact that they were able to create an original fairy tale which still gives me the feeling of reading one of my favourite fairy tales is genuinely amazing to me. I also love the whole rising up to overthrow the oppressors and, beating the people that get you down trope, which is probably why I like Elena of Avalor so much now that I think about it. But that's a story for another day. We don't have time for Elena of Avalor right now. The story was just also really engaging to me, as every time I watch it, I just get sucked into the world of Roses and actually care for the characters. And the times when I don't, it's usually because my brain won't shut up about either what the internet or some of my friends have said about the movie. In some ways, the reasons I like this movie is just because it has so many things that appeal to me specifically. It's got betrayal, which is one of my favourite tropes of all time. It's got architecture inspired by the Iberian Peninsula, which was a place that me and my family would go to quite a lot on holidays. It's got voice actors that I love. It's got Ariana DeBose, who is my favourite musical theatre performer of all time, and Chris Pine in it as the leads, who at the time I just seen D&D Honor Among Thieves and absolutely loved that movie and his performance in it. So yeah, I guess I kind of figured out why I like Wish. It just so happened to have a bunch of things that I enjoyed in it. I mean, I'm sure there's other things, but those are the main ones that I can think of. So, this video was pointless, wasn't it? Just me rambling about things that don't matter. But to be honest, when has my channel ever talked about things that matter? To me, this video doesn't seem like it'll be one that'll get lots of views or likes or really anything. It was just something that I felt like I needed to say. Although, almost certainly nobody actually cares about my opinion, but oh well, it's out there now, you can't do anything about it. Although, I would like to say, if you did like anything I described in this video, give Wish a shot. You'll either like it, you'll love it, you'll hate it, you'll be like, it was okay, but at least you'll have watched it, which is something that I really want to happen to more media products, for the people actually discussing it to have watched the product. You'd be surprised at how rare that is nowadays. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye! Oh yeah, and also it's very unlikely that it was written by AI, considering the movie started production in 2019, or maybe 2020 when Frozen 2 came out, and ChatGPT was only released in 2022, the movie was released in 2023, and it would be very unlikely that before the movie, that by the way would have taken quite a few years to animate and, you know, get the story settled, that they would have decided to just use a brand new product that just came out and wasn't even that good to rewrite the entire movie. That's not to say that Disney couldn't try to write a movie with ChatGPT in the future, considering how they've been going with AI, but Wish was not one of them. Anyway, bye for real now.